I just like to walk and, maybe do some light jogging just for cardio purposes. I'm also like a big 250-pound dude, and we've had it for about 3 months now, and now I kind of want to give you a full review. And then we'll also bring in my girlfriend Melinda, who actually is a runner. She runs half marathons. She's training for a marathon right now, so you can have a couple of different perspectives. But what struck me and what really brought this to us and why I decided to do this is 2 things. The first thing is the belt size. So the belt is actually, it's 20 or 19 inches wide and 44 inches long. It can hold up to 450 pounds. So it's built for larger people, and it works, well. The other thing, they have a nice beefed up brushless motor in this that can take it from 0 to, I think it's 9.9 miles an hour, and it's a 4 horsepower motor, which that was another big selling feature. A lot of these other lower priced treadmills on Amazon do not have a strong enough motor or the weight capacity or the large belt. This one, there's only a handful of buttons. They got a quick speed setting where you can do, 3 mile an hour, 6 mile an hour, or speed adjustment. And then you can kind of cycle through the different programs that they have pictured here. But for the most part, like I said, it's very simple. It's very quiet. You probably can't even hear this thing, but it's super quiet. And even in the house, if you're, up early in the morning or you don't want to wake up somebody else in your house, this thing will not do that. It's very quiet and it sounds good. One is the maneuverability. So with this being so small, it's actually pretty easy to maneuver around in your house if you need to. There's a couple of wheels on the front, and all you really need to do is lift it up, and it rolls pretty easily on carpet, hard floor. So there's no power incline adjustment, and it just has 2 settings, and that's accomplished with these flippers in the back here. So if you fold them down flat, that will give you a 5% incline. It'll sit on these bumpers, and then if you bring the flippers down completely, that puts it at a 0% incline.
All right, so now I'm going to offer a runner's perspective on this treadmill. So I've been using it for the past 3 months to do about 2 to 3 runs per week, and overall I would say the treadmill has held up really well. I'm about 5'5", 140 pounds, and running on it a few times a week has been really great. I can't speak for somebody who's maybe heavier or larger how the treadmill will hold up for them, but for me it's worked well with my feet coming off the edge of the track or anything like that. All right, so as far as distance and speeds go, for the most part I have used the treadmill for anywhere from 4 to 6 mile runs. The longest that I've ran on it was a little over 8 miles, and it went really well on the treadmill. So on the treadmill you are going to have a step count, which I like. It tells you how many steps you've gotten in. It also has a heart rate monitor with heart rate sensors on the side. I have tested that against my Garmin watch and have found that the heart rate sensor is a bit off, so I'm not quite sure how accurate that is. Also on the screen, it's going to show you your miles per hour, so your speed, but only in miles per hour. If you are a runner, you probably like to use paces in order to determine how fast you're running. So that is one thing that I would say I don't like about it. I have to convert the miles per hour into a running pace so that way I know how fast I need to go. It's also going to show you the calories burned. I don't know how accurate that is because it doesn't have you plug in any information about your weight or anything about yourself. So it's probably just a generic calories burned. It's going to show you the distance that you've walked as well, or ran. And then it's also going to show you the time, so you can keep track of the time. So those are the parameters that it's going to show on the screen. All right, you guys, that is a wrap on our review on the WELLFIT treadmill. Hopefully both of our perspectives give you enough information to decide if this would be a good treadmill for you. If it is something that you're interested in, there is a link and more information in the description below.